my name is Andrea and I'm part of the team too. In this blog, we will talk about music in the United Kingdom. We will refer to groups that we like and even curious facts. So let's get started.
Hello, I'm going to talk about one of the most famous and popular rock and roll groups in the world, the Beatles. The Beatles were born in Liverpool, England. This band includes George Harrison, Paul McCartney, John Lennon, and Richard Starkey, who was better known as Ringo Starr. John Lennon was the leader of the band. George was the lead guitarist. Ringo Starr was the one who played the drums, and Paul McCartney and John Lennon were songwriters and singles, but the first one was the bassist and the second one was the guitarist. The Beatles were discovered on November the 9th in 1961 by Brian Epstein, who was a manager of a record store in Liverpool. Some of the most famous songs are Hey Jude, Let It Be, Come Together, or A Day in the Life. This band became really famous because most of the rock songs had no melody, so they mixed or they added melody to rock. Also, it was usual that you went to like a barber shop and you asked for the Beatles haircut because they used to wear like long hair and it was shaggy. Unfortunately, in 1970, the most famous band separated, so everyone was hoping that they came together someday, but that's impossible because, as you know, some of the members of this band have passed away.
I'm gonna talk about some good heavier music. It's about a band called Venom. Venom are an English extreme metal band formed in 1978 in Newcastle, England. They came into prominence towards the end of the new wave of British heavy metal. This was a national-wide musical movement that started in United Kingdom in the late 70s and later achieved international attention in the 80s. This concept, this name of new wave of British heavy metal, is used to describe the emergence of a lot of new heavy metal bands that changed this kind of music. This national movement has this name because the genre of heavy metal itself already exists and it has like more time that it was developed, but in this movement more subgenres have been created. In this process of creation of new subgenres of heavy metal, Venom contributed a lot. Why Venom contributed a lot? Well, because the first two albums of Venom, the first it's called Welcome to Hell, released in 1981, the second Black Metal, released in 1982, are considered a major influence on both thrash metal and black metal. These two subgenres are the main like kids of the heavy metal genre. As you could hear it, Venom's second album proved influential enough that its name, its title, black metal, was used to create a new subgenre of very extreme metal. This subgenre of black metal gained a lot of popularity in Scandinavia. That is why a lot of metalheads, people that listen to these genres and subgenres of music, say that Venom is the father of the black metal, knowing that the album of black metal is not in black metal. Also, as I said, Venom also had an influence in thrash metal, although this subgenre gained more popularity in USA. So that was one proof that Venom influenced a lot in the metal world. Actually, Venom were one of the first bands to play in the thrash metal style. The four founder members, they adopted like exotic nicknames. They are called Jesus Christ, Kronos, Abaddon, and Mantas. Since the beginning of their career, Venom have often used satanic lyrics and imagery. However, they were not Satanists. These references were mostly used like shock value because they wanted to express the music in this form, but they were not in the cult. It was just.
Hi guys, in this space we'll talk about Coldplay, the British music band. Coldplay is a pop rock and alternative rock group formed in London in 1996. The band is integrated by Chris Martin, who plays the singer in the band. He also plays the piano and guitar. Another integrant of the group is John Buckland, who is the principal guitarist. Will Berryman, who plays the electrical bass guitar, and finally, but not less important, Will Champion, who is in charge of the drums, chords, and another instrument. Coldplay had its beginnings in 1996 when Chris Martin and Johnny Buckland meet up during the orientation weekend of the school. The band finally adopted the name of Coldplay, taking inspiration from Tim Compton, who used the name for this own band.
Internet thinks that Adele and Sam Smith are the same person, and the evidence is pretty convincing. At first, I was not a believer, but this theory comes with some considerable evidence. Adele and Sam Smith both have incredible voices. They are British and have won of silent Grammys. That being said, no one ever spotted them in the same room together at the same time. They have no pictures together, and their only document of interaction was on Twitter when Adele congratulates Sam on a new release. Well, each of those slices of evidence are cute. Let me break down the real reason the internet was shocked. A Twitter user called Jason21 Bologna sent the internet into a frenzy when he tweeted two videos. In the first video, you hear Adele hit Hello being played on vinyl, and when it's played at a slower speed, this happened. This video was captioned, "Did you know that when you slow down Adele, it's actually Sam Smith?" But actually it really literally sounds like Adele morphing into Sam and vice versa. But the speculation was to put to rest with an additional video that sped up a Sam Smith song to see if it would sound like Adele, and it didn't, not a little bit. But the theory was fun while it lasted. I think so, but how crazy is that when you slow down an Adele song, it sounds like a Sam Smith? I mean, really?